For my second field study, I went to Corpus Christi, located on Broadway and 121st Street. When seeing the church from the outside, I did not expect it to be so small on the inside and in population. This church kind of reminded me of my church back home due to its size. It was smaller, and I feel like people are able to really connect themselves when it's like that. Walking in, I was greeted by a lady who gave me the leaflet that I would need to follow the service. I felt welcome and noticed that they did this to everybody who walked in. The church was not very diverse, however, the ages of people varied. With an addition to size, I realized a lot of differences from my previous field study. For instance, it seemed like a better setting. I mean, even though certain people weren't participating, there were a good amount that were. I do believe that this has to do with how easy it was to follow through the pamphlet that was given to us at the beginning of the service. Most of the people participating in the service seemed to be about 40 or older, but it seemed like the people who were there wanted to be there. Another difference I noticed was how the choir was in its own separate room, as you can see. This was something I had never seen before, but I like this. I think it could be seen as a way to take away from some of the distraction. That being able to see the choir and the organist while the service is going on. The singing by the choir was very clear to hear. I enjoyed the choir at Corpus Christi. It felt like it was very audible, and the acoustics were pretty nice. The Gregorian chants here, I felt like I could hear them more. I mean, even though it was in Latin, just like my last field study, so I couldn't really connect. However, I did enjoy their singing though. Another difference I noticed was that there were no children in this choir. I also noticed that there were younger people participating on the table, which I did not see last time, so I took that into note. And because last time it was more of older people on the table. I didn't see any young people on the table working on the table last time. I feel like this church was able to give me a better basis on what they really do at Catholic churches, because I was able to really visualize what was going on here. Because I was able to see everything because it was smaller and it was not as compact as my previous field study. So I think it was able to show me in a liturgical sense and in the whole entire church sense on what the Catholic Church is really about.